Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Wives Union. I hope everyone's having a good day. Please like, comment, and subscribe for daily updates. The Unfiltered Truth, Christine's memoir exposes the Brown family's darkest chapter. For over a decade, viewers of TLC's Sister Wives have been captivated and often appalled by the lives of the Brown family. We've seen them navigate the complexities of polygamy, face financial struggles, and move from state to state in search of their elusive family dream. But as the public watched the family dynamic shift and ultimately crumble, a narrative began to emerge, one of favoritism, emotional neglect, and a clear division between Kody and Robyn's children and the rest of the family. Now, with the release of Christine Brown's memoir, Sister Wife, a memoir of faith, family, and finding freedom, the suspicions of viewers and critics have been brutally confirmed. The book is not just a personal account of Christine's journey to self-discovery and freedom, it's a damning indictment of Kody Brown's character and his role as a father, particularly in the aftermath of his divorce from Christine. The most heartbreaking and infuriating revelation to surface thus far concerns the treatment of their youngest daughter, Truly, during her post-divorce visits to Kody and Robyn's home. The unsafe basement and the unfurnished room, a glimpse into neglect. The details from Christine's book, as discussed by fans and commentators, paint a horrifying picture. According to the accounts, Truly's overnight visits to her father's home were not the joyful, bonding experiences a child should have. Instead, they were marked by a lack of consideration and care that verges on emotional cruelty. The most egregious example cited is the sleeping arrangement. Christine reportedly details two separate instances where Truly was made to feel like a visitor, or worse, an unwelcome guest. In one instance, she was relegated to a basement room with an exterior entrance, a detail that made the young girl feel unsafe. In another, she was put in an unfurnished room with just a bed that reportedly belonged to her younger brother, Solomon. This is a child who had just been uprooted from her home and was already dealing with the emotional fallout of her parents' split. The lack of a welcoming, safe, and proper space for her is, frankly, inexcusable. This wasn't a sudden, unexpected visit. It was a planned, post-divorce visitation. Kody and Robyn had ample time and resources to prepare for their daughter's stay. The sheer size of their home, as seen on the show, makes the lack of a proper bedroom for Truly all the more baffling and infuriating. It begs the question, how could 5 adults, Kody, Robyn, their children Dayton, Aurora, Brianna, Solomon, and Ariella, and a nanny be in that home, and not one of them think to set up a comfortable, welcoming space for this child? The double standard of parental care. This alleged neglect of Truly stands in stark contrast to Kody and Robyn's on-screen persona as doting, attentive parents. For years, viewers have watched Kody prioritize Robyn's children, even before they were legally adopted. He took an 11-day honeymoon, leaving Christine to care for 5 children, including a newborn. He was largely absent during the COVID-19 pandemic, isolating himself with Robyn's family, while his other children, even those who were sick, were left to their own devices. The incident with Truly's sleeping arrangements is not an isolated event, it's a pattern of behavior that has been documented for years. Kody's decision to stay with Robyn during Truly's hospitalization for kidney failure, a life-threatening situation, is a perfect and painful example. While Christine was alone, terrified, in a hospital room with their critically ill daughter, Kody was reportedly at home with Robyn, doing laundry. The priorities were clear then, and they remain so now. The fans' outrage is not just about the unfurnished room. It's about the deep-seated, systemic favoritism and neglect that has been a festering wound in the Brown family for years. The lack of a proper space for Truly is a physical manifestation of an emotional truth. She and her siblings from the other wives are not, and have not been for a long time, a priority in Kody and Robyn's life. The child support and custody hypocrisy. The story becomes even more infuriating when one recalls Kody's on-screen fight with Christine over 50-50 custody of Truly. He argued for it, seemingly to hurt Christine and to win an argument, but as many have pointed out, he never seemed to have a genuine plan for it. If he had, where was he planning on putting her? The fact that he allegedly couldn't even prepare a simple, welcoming room for an overnight visit speaks volumes. His fight for custody was not a genuine desire to parent his child, but rather a power play aimed at exerting control. It was, as the commentary suggests, a way to avoid paying child support. This is a man who, by all accounts, has the financial means to provide for his children. The wealth generated from their reality show and other ventures should be more than enough to afford a proper bed, a lamp, and some curtains. The issue is not a lack of resources, it's a lack of intent. It's a choice. Kody and Robyn chose to prioritize their comfort and their immediate family's needs over the emotional and physical well-being of a child who was already hurting. The larger, more tragic picture, neglect as a way of life. The Brown family as a whole is the saddest part of Truly's story. Truly is just one of many children who have experienced emotional and, in some cases, physical abandonment from their father. The older children, like Gabriel and Garrison, have spoken out about their fractured relationships with Kody, particularly during the pandemic. We've seen the painful conversations and the heartbreaking reality of a father who, as many fans put it, checked out once he found a new family with Robyn. The emotional toll this condition has taken on the children is immeasurable. Savannah, as pointed out in the commentary, is another victim of this neglect. The children of Janelle and Christine have been left to process their feelings of abandonment and rejection without the support of the father who was supposed to be a constant in their lives. Robyn's role in all of these instances is also a central point of contention for viewers. From the moment she entered the family, a clear hierarchy began to form. She has been accused of weaponizing the children's feelings, making it about her and Kody, rather than showing empathy and compassion for the difficult transitions the kids were facing. The claim that she got off on her children being treated better than the others is harsh, but it speaks to the deep-seated resentment and pain that has built up over the years. The moral failure of Kody and Robyn. This story is not about polygamy or even the breakdown of a marriage. It's about a fundamental failure of character. It's about a man and a woman who chose to put their comfort and desires above the needs of their children. The fact that Kody can look into a camera and claim to be a great father is, as the commentary rightly states, pathetic. His own children's words and his ex-wife's memoir provide evidence that paints a very different picture. The public has watched this unfold for years, and the collective frustration is palpable. The outrage is a reflection of a deeply held belief that children should be protected and nurtured and that parents have a sacred responsibility to provide a safe and loving environment. Kody and Robyn, according to Christine's account, have failed on this most basic level. They have demonstrated a stunning lack of empathy and a willingness to neglect a child's basic need for security and comfort. Christine Brown's memoir is not just a book, it's a call to action. It's a plea for people to see the truth behind the reality TV facade. It's a confirmation that what many of us suspected all along, that this family was broken long before it fell apart on screen, was true. And the most tragic part of it all is that the children, especially Truly, were the ones who paid the highest price. Feel free to share any video requests in the comments. I'll try to make a video about it. Stay connected with the Wives Union for all the latest updates, spoilers, and deep dive recaps. See you in the next video. Stay safe and healthy. May God keep you safe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell button for daily updates.